Whenever I finish up a big project in the shop, I give it a nice cleaning, do a bit of a reset before I dive into something else. Now that it's clean, I figured I'd show you all around, show you what kind of tools I'm working with here.
Tools! Tools! I have to have my tools!
Starting with the newest addition. This is the Grizzly 1 horsepower dust collection system. It's pretty cool, except it does this funny thing where the collection bag will just drop and shoot fine dust particles all over the shop. That part's not great, but I think I got a fix. Also got magnetic quick connects on there, which is fantastic. I love that. Next up, we got the Grizzly 2 horsepower. I think it's the 935 10-inch table saw. This thing's awesome. It does exactly what I want it to do. Never any issues. Over here I made this router table and got the Jessam router lift. Fantastic piece here. I love everything about it. Kind of the centerpiece of the shop here is the Onefinity Journeyman. I did things a bit backwards from most woodworkers, where I started off with a CNC, not this one, a small Chinese cheap thing. I upgraded from there to another cheap Chinese one, but bigger and more powerful. Eventually I ended up with this, and for the money, you really can't do any better than Onefinity as far as I'm concerned. I bought this about a month before they came out with their Elite series. I wish I had known about that ahead of time, but it might actually downsize this. This is a 48-inch machine. I might go down to a 32. It's very rare when I do anything that's 4 feet long. Also upgraded to the PWN spindle. This is the air-cooled model. I didn't want to have to deal with all the liquids and whatnot. But this machine is absolutely amazing. It was rather expensive, but it paid for itself very quickly. Over here we've got the Laguna drum sander. This is the 1632. A fantastic addition to the shop. I use it all the time. Wasn't cheap, but it works great. Now for my favorite tool in the shop. This is the Jet 1221 variable speed lathe. This is my first lathe, and I had no idea they were so much fun. I'll probably upgrade this in the future. This is the tried and true DeWalt 735. It's a 13-inch planer. It's a workhorse. Over here we've got this old Craftsman Professional 6-inch jointer. I actually got this from my father-in-law. It's all cast iron. It's heavy as hell. We had a hell of a time getting it down in the basement shop here. It works pretty well. I like it. Over here we've got the X-Tool 40-watt S1 laser. This thing's fantastic. It's probably not a good environment to have it down here with all this dust, but it's holding up great. It works really, really well. Now for some things in the shop that suck. This Wen air filtration, extremely underpowered. Started making this wacky noise. I don't know if the microphone picked it up, but it sounds as if there's some sort of bearing or something rattling around in there. I haven't had that very long at all. This Wen oscillating sander, it works okay. The table is not square to the spindle that drives it. This rigid air compressor is absolute garbage. All of its seals are bad right out of the box. I hate it.
And I hate it, and it's annoying.
And I will sure as shit be getting a new one of them. So that's basically it. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the things I've shown you here. I'm going to dive into a new project now. See you next time.